I'm just being quiet so that way when I cut this video up, we got a little bit of so I can leave this end right.
Why didn't you tell us that you were going to do?
We're still talking.
We're still talking.
I knew eventually Blankman would say what's next, and I knew Sirius wasn't going to say nothing. I was like, all right, like I just needed quiet for like 2 seconds.
Oh, he just knows us so well. I just wasn't going to say nothing.
I mean, we only got one thing left, and that's going to be the review of a new Netflix original movie that comes out July called Gunpowder Milkshake.
Oh yeah.
And so anyone in the chat, you're not going to be able to see the trailer because we're all just going to be watching it from our own PCs. Just because I'm going to put this on YouTube later, and YouTube kind of are butts when people do trailer reactions, and well, not YouTube, but the makers are like do that copyright shit. So that right there is the link to the trailer.
Ta-da!
So you can open it up, and we're all going to start it at the exact same time. So just let me know when you guys got it up.
Well, I got it up.
And this is how people do watch parties too. They're just like, hey, this is what we're watching. This is where we're about to start. Watch with us, and then we'll just, talk about it. All right. So everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you a serial killer?
What?
You kill people.
Yes.
And you've killed more than one. That is serial.
It's more complicated than that.
Yeah, I finished before y'all. How did that happen?
No, I was done. I think Blankman was the only.
Yeah, mine restarted.
Yeah, his started a little bit later than ours.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm getting Kick-Ass. I'm getting a little bit of John Wick. I'm getting Sucker Punch. I'm getting a little bit of all of those.
Yeah, man, it's pretty accurate. That's pretty good. I'm getting that stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting all those, which is good because I think you said in the chat, women are not portrayed like this, and they should be because there's some badass women assassins out there that they don't get the kind of credit they should.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that one. I think this is definitely. Hopefully, the trailer is not the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, for people who don't know, Sirius's thing is never that he's anti-female protagonist in like action movies. His issue is always when you have a good female protagonist and they always give her the shtick of something happens that's supposed to bring out like their maternal side. It's always like normally, and they do it in this one, but it doesn't seem more so like it's a maternal thing. It just seems more like just right and wrong. But like, what was it like Harley Quinn in the Birds of Prey? You had a little girl in I remember that movie with Mila Jovovich, Ultraviolet, where it was like a clone of a boy.
Okay, that one right there was heavy on that shit.
Yeah,
that one was
like
heavy.
Ultraviolet was a complete badass, and I was loving the movie up until the part where they introduced that kid, and I was just like, she got all like, "Oh, I'm a mom" and shit. I was like, "No, don't do this. No, please don't do this." But no, that's been my thing, and like even on like the older podcasts and stuff like that. I remember when we had Brown. And we would all talk about it, and I would be like, yeah, man, I'm not a fan of the female protagonist because of that very thing. Every badass female. When the movie, not like a movie, and then you have a woman who's an assassin, and then she's like, one of the baddies. No, I mean like the star. You'd have the star, and she's a badass assassin, or she's like a killer, or out for revenge or something like that. And then, yeah, they would throw in that either a child or a love interest, and then all of a sudden
they always try to use a child to humanize them.
Yeah, and then like now that badassery kind of like gets dumbed down. Now I'm not saying motherhood is not badass. What I'm saying is it's it's a step down from being an assassin, man. It's you go from an assassin to like mom, and it's just like
I do not endorse that one bit. I do not endorse that.
Sirius likes more of like that Atomic Blonde type of thing where like she was just there kicking ass. She didn't need no one was really holding her back or they didn't try to like they didn't use anything to try to like get like try to like pin her down emotionally or compromise her emotionally. It's just like, nah, I'm a badass. This is my mission. I'm gonna try to do the mission. I
exactly
a little bit, but I think he's just like he wants some. How'd I say it?
I want the fair treatment. They do that for the guys.
Not to say that they don't. What I do? I did.
But they do. But they do try to humanize guys with kids in a lot of movies also.
But it doesn't take down their badassery. Shoot 'em up with Clive Owen. He was literally taking care of a baby. Still gunning niggas down. Like it didn't.
Ultraviolet, but okay, I gotta backtrack. In Ultraviolet, did she kill the lead vampire in the dark with a flaming sword?
Yeah.
So she was still a badass, even though she took care of a kid. Now
they use that as a weakness to get to her both mentally and physically. It's not like they overpowered her by themselves. They used the child to weaken her character.
I've done that in a lot of movies with men too.
Okay, give me one.
I can't think of it on top of my head right now.
I'm about to say, because I'm thinking like Terminator, but technically Terminator, his whole job was to protect the kid. That was
true.
Like
John Wick was a dog.
Would you say in The Professional and Leon that the girl might have made?
Okay, wait. That movie. Look back now. That was a little pedophile-ish.
I knew that was weird back then.
It was weird.
I didn't like. I don't. Even
I knew it back then, but it was a little more. You look at it now, it's like, okay, that didn't age too well.
It was weird, and it's bad that Leon was like kind of retarded, and he was kind of slow.
You know what? Leon had Asperger's.
He was kind of slow. Yeah, he has. It was something up with him socially.
Yeah,
and I didn't mean to say that was retarded or whatever, but it was something up with him socially, and so like their relationship was inappropriate, but the movie never crossed the line as far as them actually, doing anything bad.
Hey, they went right to the fucking edge. They were like right there. They were like, let's look at the edge. There it is. Let's look at it. I'm gonna touch it. It didn't age well. That's all.
It was a few cringe moments. You're like,
it didn't age that well. But I agree with you. This movie looks pretty badass. I think it can definitely. We need some good action movies. We need some. I will agree with Phenom on this. We need some really dumb action movies right now. Some good old fashioned. I don't have to think too much about it. Give me some dumb action because
it's just been a lot. Sometimes
it's been a lot, man.
Like, I actually might go see Fast 9 in theaters just because I just need something to take my mind out of stuff.
Yeah, man.
I think Fast 9 is going to be a great movie, but back to this trailer.
I think it's going to be good, but I also know that I have to suspend my belief.
Yeah.
This movie does look like it's going to be good. I'm going to start off by saying good. I'm not going to set the bar too high, but I am absolutely in love with Karen Gillan, and I have been since Doctor Who, when they introduced her as Amy, the doctor's companion. And from there, once her tenure with that show ended, her career has just been on a skyrocket going up. She got that Marvel money. And then now she's
Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy in the Infinity War and in the Endgame.
I like the woman who plays Queen Cersei.
She was in Oculus. What was that horror movie?
Oculus. WWE.
Oculus.
Yeah,
the woman that plays Queen Cersei. That's the reason why I brought her to that movie, because I think because she was in 300.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She was every character she plays.
I am not your king.
Every character she plays is a strong badass. Like, you know what? I may not look. I'm very pretty. I'm very regal looking. Even when I speak, it's very calm and very.
And I'm not always take one for the team.
Up. But I will fuck your world up. In Game of Thrones, she told the nurse that was torturing her, she said it will not be quick. You will not die slowly. And she looked over to the mountain. Yo, her character is. But if you look at all the movies she plays in, all the female characters she plays are like that. They're cold. They're calculating. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she kind of was. Because she also had the Terminator TV show, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. She played Sarah Connor. So that's just the type of that's the type of movies that she's more so known for. She's more so.
And then the Asian woman in the movie that was Michelle in Michelle Yeoh, that was in
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
There we go. Thank you, Phenom.
She was in Boss Level, even though she didn't do much except for fight. Show my man how to use a sword.
No, we need to have a conversation on Boss Level by itself. That was a great movie. But she's good. So I mean, every character in that movie is pretty bad.
They have a lot of people that you'll know for.
And Paul Giamatti. If Paul Giamatti's in, you know it's gonna be a good movie. He don't take bad roles.
Yeah, you got Paul Giamatti, Angela Bassett. I can never pronounce that one chick's name. The mother from Spy Kids. I know her first name is Carla. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Like
Angela Bassett by herself. It's like, oh yes, give her a gun, please.
I like the way it was shot. It was very vibrant.
Yeah,
considering that this is an assassin movie, it wasn't dark and gritty. It's like you said, it was kind of like Kick-Ashes, where it was just a lot more bright.
It looked fun. It looked like a fun action movie.
Yeah, like it had its wit to it. Like they were just like, oh, you need a Jane Austen. Open that Jane Austen. What you got? You got the Glock. You open this one. You got this. And then old girl's like, yeah, here's an Agatha Christie. It's like, nah, this is just a book for you to read.
And that gives me the John Wick when they're the sommelier.
Yeah. He froze again.
Is going through. What'd you like this evening? I feel something very fruity. Well, how about the AK-47? And the way they describe it, little shit like that in movies go, okay, that was clever. I like how you did that. And I think that's what we're missing. We're missing clever action movies.
And I don't know much about the kid yet, but I did like the last scene that kid had in the trailer, where she was just like, "Are you a serial killer?" She's like, "No, but you kill people." And serial means that you do it more than once. It's like, by definition.
So all assassin serial killers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I don't know. I hope that it doesn't seem like it. Because a lot of times when you have an annoying kid in the movie, you can kind of see it in the trailers. Like, even though they try to cut it out, this girl doesn't seem like she's going to be that annoying. Like
the kid, like the girl from Army of Dead?
Yeah. Or just like the
it doesn't seem like
Kane from Birds of Prey once again.
Yeah.
This just seems like someone sat down, thought of a movie, and then saw Birds of Prey, and they said, "Oh, you know what? Let me not do this, or this, and I'm going to change this, because that's kind of what it reminds me of. When
does this come out?
This comes out July 14th, I think. It's definitely July on Netflix in the US.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, for the US, it's supposed to be Netflix. Yeah, I thoroughly like this trailer. Like Sirius said, I like Karen Gilliam. She's rising, man. I mean, she's like I said, this Marvel. The Jumanji movies. They got a third one of that's supposed to be coming out, I think, in the next year or two. So
she's been great in everything that she's played in.
Was she in Jurassic Park?
No.
That's a different white girl.
That's what you call daughter. That's Ron Howard's daughter in Jurassic World that you're thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay, because she was in something else and I forgot what it was.
Only thing I kind of wish that the movies that they would put Karen in, that they just let her use a real voice, man. Just let her use a Scottish accent.
That John is pure.
It's pure Scottish, and I feel like
you need subtitles.
I feel like it would add a little bit of humor sometimes. And you kind of could have gotten away with it because Lena Headey keeps her English accent. So
she could have got away with that. Yeah,
like her dad could have been Scottish.
Could have been Welsh.
You can have a scene to where like she's disguised as like she's supposed to be like a Scottish person in a scene, and then she can come out with a full accent, but not a whole movie. Not a whole movie. Bro.
I'm also just curious. Like, I want to see this movie just because I want a few questions answered. Like, did you know where your mom was the whole time? Because like you basically said, yeah, my mom left me when I was a teenager, and I ain't seen her in like 15 years. But then like when you're in trouble, they make it seem like it wasn't that hard to find you. Like I knew where you were.
It definitely the trailer definitely gives me. Now that I'm sitting there thinking about it, it definitely gives me that Kick-Ass vibe.
Yeah.
Unless in the process of her going somewhere because of the trouble that she was in, her mom found her.
Well, she knocked on in the trailer. She knocked on her mom's door. So unless like, because remember she knocked on the door and she saw her with the little girl and she was like, "Am I a grandmother?"
No, you're right.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I'm definitely excited to see this.
Yeah, like if you had to rate the trailer, 1 to 4 crowns, what would be your
3?
Nah, man, I'd have to give this on a 4.
I'm giving it 3.5. I'll go 3.5.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say 3. I was about to say 3.5 because the action looks dope. It definitely gets me excited for, or it makes me want to see this movie. Like I heard that she was going to be in a movie, and it's like, oh, Gunpowder Milkshake. It's like that's kind of stupid. I don't know what that's about. I like the trailer, and I'm like, oh, hey, I want to see this now.
I like the name of the movie though. I like the name of the movie. It draws you in.
A Gunpowder Milkshake. Yeah, I guess. No, it
helps that, and it also helps that some of the scenes, you know, take place in like that old diner malt shop type of feel. So it's just like, you know, you see the ladies up in there like shooting people, and I don't know what the heck Angela was doing. Was she stabbing somebody with a glass or something like that?
She like crushed his head against like slammed it down on the table on top of a glass or something like that, and she looked like she was having a great time doing it.
Yeah, this is I mean, as far as main characters go, you have a very good, strong lineup. Like that's undeniable. Even if we're not even talking about Paul Giamatti, just looking at it, I just see action. That's all I see.
I think it's gonna be kind of cool. They need a female John Wick. They really do.
Yeah, and I think Karen deserves a franchise. Like, yeah, she's in Jumanji, but I think she deserves a franchise. She could try to.
Especially if the action's done well. The action's done well. Definitely could be a nice franchise.
Yeah, like I think that this might be like a one-off that will get her to a franchise. But even still, like this still look like, because the one thing about Kick-Ass was Kick-Ass 2 exists.
Mm-hmm.
So I would hope that if this does well, they wouldn't just try to rush a sequel and then Kick-Ass 2 it. Which would be my concern.
This John is rated R, an hour and 54 minutes.
That's good. That's a good run time.
That means you should get a lot of world building out of it. So, like can't be mad at that. Who's
probably takes place in the John Wick world.
I think they love me. They never put anyone above me.